Can I ask why you're here?
Yes, mate.
Something amusing to you?
No, just want to know why you're filming us.
I would like to know why you're here, disturbing my peace.
I'm not disturbing your peace, I just want to have a chat.
Well, I don't want to have the chat with you, so while you're here, and please keep your distance if you don't mind.
Yeah, no.
And if you don't mind, please be in front of me rather than either side of me.
Yeah, whatever, Ash.
Whatever.
Ash, I'm Jason, this is Louis, we're from the State Security Unit in Maylands, obviously representing WA Police. I want to have a yarn to you about you allegedly filming at the front of Midland Police Station, filming the front of the building, the complex there. Can you explain to me what's going on there, Ash?
I'd like to have it explained why it is a station full of police officers was unable to actually explain the charge that's been made up against me. Are you able to give any further clarification in relation to that?
What were you charged with?
1 times obstructing public officers was the charge.
Okay, and when was that?
Why are you here if you don't want to know more about the actual incident? So I'm curious as to know.
Tell me when it was. I'm actually just trying to have a civil conversation with you, man. I'm not trying to be
And I haven't invited you here. There's no reason for me to have actually called you to be here. You've presented yourselves here. I've asked you why it is you are here, and you said you're here representing.
This is the caravan park, mate. We've been let in by the manager, so we're allowed.
I'm aware.
Yeah, there's no problem there.
But there's no requirement for me to have a yarn with you. You're wanting to have a yarn with me.
No.
So as again, I'm wanting to know why it is you're wanting to have a yarn with me.
Well, you just said that you were charged, so let's talk about that. What happened?
I was grabbed off the street
Yep.
and pulled into the police station.
Okay.
I was asserted to have different things, but in the whole of the policing station,
Yep.
it wasn't possible for any police officer present there at that time to actually state what it was that I was apparently obstructing a public officer from doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was told that that would be dealt with at court,
What were you filming
which
the
again,
station?
that was also actually stated at the time that I was hauled into the policing station.
Why were you filming the station?
Do you not have records in relation to what it was that I said in the station?
No.
At the time that I was in the station, I was told that it was actually under record. I have since found that that's not to be the case. Now that's very disturbing in itself.
Sorry, what was it? You were told?
I was told that whilst I was in the station,
Yeah.
that it was all under film and audio record, which was comforting to me to know that what it was that was taking place at that time was recorded.
Okay.
But I've since been told or notified that that's not the case. That's also very deeply disturbing as to relation to what's gone on. So is there any further light you can shed on this?
What part of the station were you in?
Wherever it is that they dragged me into in cuffs, and once I was in the station they took the cuffs off and had me sit on a bench whilst they interrogated me and investigated me.
Were you filming?
And the things that were said to me was very disturbing.
Were you filming the station before getting arrested or after getting arrested?
I was filming prior to being snatched off the street.
While you
But I had contacted the station prior to filming
Yeah.
as to the lawfulness of the actual filming in public.
Okay, so while were you filming the station? That's what I'd like.
Again, that should be in the records of the interrogation that was taking place when I was hauled off the street.
Yeah, why can't you tell me why you're...
Why is it that it's been said to me that those records were recorded, and now they weren't recorded? It wasn't recorded. Unfortunately, and that's going to waste both of our time. So
I've got a bit of time. Can you tell me why
I don't have the time or the patience to have a yarn with people I haven't invited here for a purpose that they haven't really seen fit as to divulge. Can you divulge to me what purpose you have to be here to have a yarn with me? I'd like to know what the purpose is of the yarn from your perspective. What's your purpose?
Our purpose is that we're worried that you're filming a police complex. That's what we're worried about. We want to know why you're filming it.
There was no worry, and even at the time when I was getting manhandled.
No, before that.
No, even at the time I was getting manhandled, there was no danger then, nor is there a danger now in relating to my filming activities, which has been a hobby participant in relation to what it is that I'm actually, I didn't know you'd be turning up today. There's been no notification.
No.
Yet I'm filming you now. Why do you believe it is that I'm filming you now?
Well, so there's a record of our
Because you're not a friend, you're not an official visitor that's been invited here.
Okay.
Now it makes it more disturbing as to being told that there's no record of the long, prolonged conversation that was had inside the policing station, which I was told by multiple times that was actually under video from multiple angles and also had a very high standard of audio recording.
We have discussed
Now,
that.
you've
I don't
discussed
know
that?
about
Well, are you able to investigate that matter as to why that then seems not to be the case? Can you confirm that that's not the case?
I don't know, mate. I wasn't there. What I'd like to know is why were you filming the station prior to?
And why are you wanting to know why I was filming in a public space, in a public area, in a public building?
Because it's a matter of security for us. To film a police complex, we get concerned. Why were you doing that, Ashley?
I'm wanting to know why it was that I was hauled off the street,
Well, I don't know about
have a
that.
charge put against me that'll be heard
That's going to court,
on the
isn't it?
Friday.
Oh, well,